Let's do it, everybody. Our plans for this draft have changed drastically. As the Raiders are on the clock, and we get the beautiful white screen of God. The beautiful white screen of God. Okay. Well, first and foremost, let's settle our draft board. Glad to know that glitch is still in there. And we'll set up who we might target here. And remind me to look at Pitts' overalls when I look at other teams, because we might have to trade. So quarterback-wise, again, we don't really need one. But Johnny Powell is there. Devin Mooney is there as well. I don't know if there are any other quarterbacks with great combine scores. Dylan Doris, not the fastest in the world. Demarius Vick, you'd think he'd be fast as hell. He's just scrambling. Wanted to see if there was anyone with like a crazy combine score who happens to be fast. That guy scrambled out of Virginia Tech. Jefferson. All right, again, if we take a quarterback, it'll be late. Running back-wise, it's probably a good thing that we signed Kareem Hunt because the best guy is Junior Duval. Early second-round talent, projected for the mid-second round. He's not that fast. Decent agility. He's a receiving back. If we can get him later on in the draft, we'll do it. Again, red diamonds, I don't like. I don't like. It just means that you're a bit of a disappointment. Like, I rarely see those guys develop, so we always avoid them. Do you think the white screens will hopefully have a hot fix? I hope so. Like that, once the game is actually out on Friday, that should not be in the game, or that is a massive, massive failure. Ernie Stokes is an elusive back, fastest time, the only guy to, or at least the fastest, maybe not the only guy to post under a 4.4. David Albert and Marquise Rutherford as potential steals. Let me look at Stokes again. He's at least fast. David Albert. Power back, not that fast, not that agile. What about Rutherford? Fast, decent agility. Rutherford could be worth a late round pickup. Eric Jones, decent speed and agility at 21. Not bad. And then Nate Fry. Decent speed, decent power. It actually has decent speed for a power back. He could be worth a late pickup as well. What about Adrian Bullard? Decent speed and power for a power back. Do we have anybody with like a crazy combine result? That's the question. Pretty much have to look at like a 7. 7.2, Taiwan Thompson. Good strength, nothing else though. All right, cool. Fullback wise, we're going to avoid. Again, we have Tebow. Wide receiver, so Brandon Woods is the '1 projected wideout. We're definitely not going for him. What about Marquise Allen? Don't like that. I mean, he ran a 4.55. He's 6'2", but he doesn't have the best vert in the world. He's got some decent agility, but doesn't have the best bench either. I don't like that at 23. I don't like that at all. Spectacular catch, catching media. I don't like that. We're not going for him. No thanks. No thanks. I think that's way too risky off of the combine scores. JD Cherry. Yeah, it's a shame that he has the red diamond there. Andrew Galindo out of the U. Decent vert jump at 5'8". Good agility. He's 5'8", ran a straight 4 on the 40. He's interesting. He's interesting. I don't know if he has the outright speed to be a deep threat, though. You'd want under a 4.4. But as a slot receiver, at 5'8", he could be our Julian Edelman. Good speed, good agility as a slot receiver. I like that. I like that a lot. Did he have 26 reps as a wideout? Jesus, he did. We might have to draft that guy for shits and giggles. I didn't notice he had 26 reps as a wideout. If he drops, we might take a look. Jose Grissom. Not the worst speed in the world. Good reps, good jump. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's my type of receiver. 6'4", with a 39.5-inch vert. And he's 21. Plenty of time to develop. Good spectacular catch. Good catching traffic. Jose Grissom. Very nice. Jeremiah Harper. Jesus, Miami was stacked. Woo! 4.29. Oh, my God. I want him. He ran a 4.29 with a straight 4 shuttle time. Woo! Valiant. Thank you for the follow. Jeremiah Harper. Maybe it's a good thing we didn't get a wide receiver. That guy's crazy. I want Galindo, I want Harper, I want Grissom. We're going to get a damn good receiver or two out of this draft. Jaden Farr, 21, good speed, good agility, as a deep threat. This receiver class is stacked. This is fucking fantastic. Greg McClendon, ooh, no. Not fast, not agile, has a decent vert at 6'3", not that strong, absolutely not. Projected as a late second rounder, that is an absolutely not for Greg McClendon. Nathan Anthony, also out of Miami, not that fast, not brutally slow, but not that fast. Decent agility, decent strength, he's okay. I don't expect him to be anything special. McClendon as a tight end. I'd want him to be a little bit stronger and a little bit faster. I mean, you're not wrong, like maybe. I don't know, maybe we'll keep him on the list. Raphael Owens, fast as hell. Oh yeah, pure slot receiver. This guy's great too. Man, this receiver class is nuts. Jimmy Castillo out of Tulane is terrible. Not that fast, not that great of agility. That's a no. Anybody else? Bernard Powell. Decent speed and agility. 23 years old, but not bad. T. Meander. I mean, honestly, the speed, a 4.45, decent strength, he could also be a tight end at 6'2", maybe. And then we weren't able to scout. No, we were able to scout other people. Keenan Forbes. 4.35 for the speed. Yes, please. Even just as like a kick returner. We also have Greg Fletcher. Whew, look at the speed in this draft, a 4.31. Second best 40 time of the draft. He's also got some decent strength. This is a crazy draft for wide receivers. Why does broad jump matter? I always presume that broad jump might just outright affect the jumping stat. You could also maybe see it as affecting the agility, but obviously then you think three-cone and shuttle. So, Sherwood, not the slowest in the world. We need a really good combine score here if we're going to take someone without scouting them. 20 reps on the bench. Man, so that other guy had 26. Crawford was second at 20. That's not bad. Do we have anybody over a 7? We don't. Tight end wise, I thought I'd take a tight end and get rid of Jonnu Smith, but maybe not. But Joe Quick, not the strongest, but a really good receiver tight end option. Who else do we have? Chad Callahan. I don't like those combine scores. It's not top 10 in anything but broad jump. And then Joe Santiago. Not bad. Okay, so if we were to take a tight end, we're looking at Quick or Santiago. Anybody close to a 7? No. 6'7" for the two guys that I like, but there's no one else over a 6'5". And again, we still have decisions to make on whether or not we're going to trade anybody, which is brutal. Highest combine score of the class? I'm actually not sure. On the O-line, we have Anthony Geddes. Oh yeah, clearly the best left tackle of the draft. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Kana, if you do bow out for the night, I hope you're all right. Thank you for playing along with the shenanigans tonight. Jaquan Temple. Fast, decent agility, not that strong. Projected to be undrafted. Could be a late pick. Left guard. We didn't really get to scout any left guards. Chris Dyson. Posted a 6'5". Good agility, but he's not all that strong. I'll be back real quick. Oh, okay, cool. I'm just sticking around then. Juan Carney, same thing. Agile, but not that strong. Obviously, normally I just look for outright strength. But I want someone well-rounded. I don't, at guard especially, it can't just be strength. Like, I want you to be a bit agile for the pulls. So, at center, Julian Fisher. Looks like a beast of a center. Early third round projection. That guy could be a steal. Who else do we have? Corey Hawkins. Also not bad. Strong. Good agility. Clayhorn. A bit too weak. Good agility and good speed, but a bit too weak. So two decent center. Jack Bauer is there, by the way, yeah. He's trash, but we can take him for the memes. Right guard, Cameron Todd. Not bad. 21 too. Damn. This is a stacked draft right now too. Wes Tanner. Decent strength, the agility. I don't like that. Howie Kramer. Beast. Excited to watch. Excited to watch Waddle toast New England for 100. Colts, it's all good. We'll see how it plays out. And then right tackle, Pete Rhodes. 36 reps, not bad. We need him to fall. Will Archer. I think broad jump would have to do with acceleration. That would make sense. I wonder if broad jump, cone, and shuttle all factor into like agility and acceleration. They really do need to further elaborate. Archer has good agility. The strength, not great. Was there a Pete Rose? He said Pete Rose. Why'd you say Pete Rose? Oh, as in Pete Rhodes. Gotcha. Anybody else? No. Oh, no. Dante Lynch. Not bad. Really good agility, good strength. Dude, Miami was stacked this year. Has franchise improved at all? They've made some slight improvements now, and there's going to be a patch out in a month. So if you want to wait for the patch in a month, big scouting updates with that, I'd recommend waiting until then to pick up the game. But I always enjoy franchise for what it is, because while I want it to be as good as it used to be in the past, you got to accept reality for what it is. Honestly, once that update's out, I genuinely think, like, for most people on the fringe, in terms of whether or not you want to get the game, Black Friday, pick it up for 40, 50 bucks, get a bit of a discount. I think you'll be happy. Defensive line, okay, this is what we really need. In terms of what else is in the patch, I can't quite remember. I think scouting's the big one. Their tagline is, we view it as a live service. So for Madden 21, there were a couple of big additions every couple of months, and they're planning on doing the same thing with this one. We'll see what happens. Evan Knoll, really good speed and agility. A little bit worried about the strength, but worth keeping an eye on. Chase Goldman. Good speed, good strength, good shuttle. 3 cones a bit slow, but he's 21. Early first round talent. I like that. Cole Hughes. Good speed, good strength. Agility leaves a little bit to be desired. Man, I really wish we had gotten Burns, because this looks like a minefield right now. Live service on an annual release. That's what they claim. Demarius Perryman. Man, good strength and agility, but a bit too weak. Maybe a linebacker transfer? Chris Verdun. No. Bit too slow, not agile enough, not strong enough. Brett Watson. Good speed, again, agility and strength, just not there. Terrell Gallimore. Same thing, not quite there. Kevin Rose. Yikes. Alex Boss. Doesn't have it either. And Mark Andrews, nope. All right, I'm not very impressed with the depth at left end. Yeah. All right, well, we have the guys at the top. Right-hand side, Alfonso Landry. Also looks like a beast out of Notre Dame. Floyd Harper. Also looks like a beast. Very good. Austin Morris. Linebacker transfer. Decent speed. I'll add him to the list, but I'm not confident. Jason McKay. A little bit more confident in him. LaShawn Stanton. Oof. He's strong, that's about it. And he's not strong enough to move over to defensive tackle, even though he's got the size. Well, actually, I mean, he's probably... No? Well, yeah, DT transfer, maybe. Then again, his strength compared to other defensive tackles might not be good enough. Brandon Sapp, son of Warren, not good enough.
Fanboy!
Jason
The man was a
Galloway,
fanboy.
not good enough. Till Tom, one of my favorite people, one of my favorite Germans. 23 months. Thank you very much, buddy. How are you? I hope you're good. Carlos McBath, not good enough. Defensive tackle, Eric Feliz. 42 reps. Fast. He's a beast. Early second round projection. Early first round talent. Absolute monster. Daryl Riddick, also very, very good. Very, very good. Reggie Goldsberry, very, very good. My God, this draft. See, now, here's the thing. Remember, we're not going to be able to get everybody. We're going to miss out on some good players. That's a fact. This draft is stacked. Absolutely stacked. We are going to miss out on good talent. We cannot get everybody. Linebacker. We barely got a chance to look. We'd need to have an outstanding combine grade. I like the speed for McFarland. He's not that strong. We need, like, top-notch combine results. Thank you for the Prime sub. I do appreciate it. I hope you're good. Thank you for checking out the stream, by the way. Whew. Please give me a D with that athleticism. True. Yeah, Valiant, thank you very much for that. And again, everybody that's hanging out tonight. Very much appreciated. Oh, goodness. Alright, Dotson. Good strength, everything else. Not digging it for a linebacker. Not fast enough for me. And yeah, Sox, there you go. Let me know the findings. Again, good strength, everything else he's a bit too slow. Jose Tucker. Good agility. The speed and strength, though, leave a bit to be desired. He's definitely got good agility. Roger Hayes. Well-rounded, but not there. Martin Brewer. Nope. Again, so right now we're just looking for guys that might be worth taking like the 6th or 7th round. And not seeing much. Again, linebackers, I really look for well-rounded options. Dakota Quigley is there, though. Man. This draft is something else.
For you.
Peterson. V2 Splash, thank you for the follow. He's a beast, too. Screw Jack Bauer when you can take Peter Peterson. Oh, my God, we have to get him. We have to get him. He's a combine beast. Whoo, PDP. Jared Hobbs. Really good speed for a linebacker. Agility and strength leave a bit to be desired. Mike Myers. Dude, we're all... Now, which Mike Myers? Are we talking the murderer or the one who murdered the hopes of all Toronto Maple Leafs fans by cursing that team with a shitty movie? Unfortunately, Myers, not really fast enough, doesn't have the agility. That's a shame. Adam Stevens has the speed and agility. He's 21 as well. Ryan Nash. Not bad. Rashad Sheed. Not bad. Damn, there's some good linebackers in the middle rounds. Even Eric McCord's not terrible. Tulane's Tremaine Barnes looks good. Max Jackson. Kind of trash. Clyde Chandler. Miami. Not bad for Randy Hyde. What else do we have? Pat Sears isn't worst. Richard Castro is the worst. Good name, Max is super cool. Fake news. Clay Truman, hey. #1 in the bench press, not projected to be drafted. BJ Medlin, no. Mike Kelly, no. Ramon Higgins, no. I don't think we're going to get anybody else here. Jared Richards, not the worst, but not great. Javier Duarte. Miami better have won the national title, right? Every great player I'm seeing is out of Miami. It's crazy. And then on the outside, Caleb McClellan. Probably a beast. Terrell Wall. Strength's a little bit low, but not bad. Who else do we got here? Max Graham. No. Stephen Hill. Really good speed. Zach Cherry. First for bench. Not bad. Ben Murphy. No. Marcus Dillard. No, the agility's too low. Decent, well, he's a run stopper. Decent strength and speed. Enrique Owyrick. Oh, not the best in the world, but we can add him. DeMontre Garland is trash. How did you have that combine grade? Corners, Roosevelt Bellamy. Fast as hell. Great agility. Good stuff. Evan Griffith. Way too slow. Great vert jump at 6'2", good agility. He's also a bit too weak to be a safety. So that's going to be a no. Jerron Cooper, again, doesn't have the agility. Good strength, good vert, good size. If he was 6'2", he'd be a top 10 pick for me. So that's going to be a no. Otis Bernard has everything. 6'3", Jesus. Doesn't have a good vert, but he has everything else. Tony Starks, great meme pick again. Leonard Pryor, well-rounded. I like that. Monte McDonald, not bad. Tim Smith, a bit too bad. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing too much else here that I'd want. Good shuttle time, good vert jump. Hey, you could be a safety. Roman Reese. And again, after this, we still have to decide who the hell's getting traded. That's the worst part. Like, we are far from actually selecting somebody, I hate to tell you. Trade Rudy for Montez Sweat. I mean, that's a possibility. It depends on what teams are interested. Good 40 time for him, but everything else isn't there. It depends on what teams are interested in making a move, and for what player. Jimothy, not very good. Alright, I think we're good. I don't think we're going to find any steals for corners here. Safeties, Javante Cameron. Beast and a half. Good thing is, he'll get selected early. We don't need a safety. If he doesn't get selected early, then we're laughing all the way to the bank. Tony Logan, not bad. J.D. Ellis, yeah. Levi Ware, not bad. Carlos Melton. Honestly, like, our criteria for a good player. Did I win the Super Bowl? I did. We did. It was an experience. Trading will put him in the same division as Phillips. Be interesting. We might have to really shorten up our definition of what a good player is. Okay, maybe not. And then final spot, Jalen Cook, beast. Ronnie Nance. So again, we don't need safeties, but. Okay. It's okay. If some of these players slip down the draft board, we'll maximize the value and take them anyway. More than likely. Depends on who else is available. Pearson. It's not good enough. Middleton, the agility's pretty crap. Alright, I think we're good. I got a little bit lazy there at the end. But that's okay. So quarterback-wise, pretty straightforward. We wait to see if one of these guys fall. At the end of the draft, we could take a chance on Addison Slater. But we're definitely not planning a quarterback in the first round. Definitely not. Running back. It is a matter of waiting to see if anybody falls. Yeah, definitely not taking anybody in the first round. And then wide receiver. J.D. Cherry, if he falls, is interesting. Aside from that, fourth round, third round, second round later, second round, first round, second round, first round. Okay. So Galindo Harper far, and again, it was Jeremiah Harper that we are absolutely looking at. He is projected to be a mid-first round pick, or mid-first round talent, but early second round pick. So we should be able to get these guys late. And again, we have the 8th, 12th, 17th, and 32nd in a ton of seconds. Which is beautiful. Tight end wise, not looking to get anybody early on. Same for the O-line. So the big question here, Noel's projected to go late in the first, or early in the first. He's a late round talent. I don't think we have to trade up at all to get anybody that we want. There is enough talent, unless we wanted Landry, but I'm not 100% he's worth trading up for. He's a beast, but I am not. I mean, it's a 7.3 combine, but Harper also had a 7.3 combine. You know? And later on, there are some decent options here that we could take. The defensive tackle. Again, a lot of the guys we're looking at aren't projected to go in the first round, which is incredible. And again, we don't really need linebackers, but Quigley could be a steal. I don't think we have to trade up from 8th. Just like last year, we held Pat at 6th. I think we're good to just hold on and wait to see how the beginning of the draft pans out. That said, as we get blinded by the white screen of death, this glitch is brutal. Trading. Because we have all the cap room in the world right now. We're definitely not going to make all those first round picks. Apparently my team need is quarterback, which is not true. We have to see who is in need of a quarterback if we're going to potentially deal Rudy. That's what we're looking at right now. Who needs quarterbacks? Denver. So for QBs, we are looking at Denver. We are looking at Tampa. No surprise with Brady retiring. We are looking at Indy. Miami is in need of a quarterback. Not that I want to make that trade within the division. Atlanta, with Matt Ryan retiring. The Washington football team needs a quarterback. The 49ers need a quarterback. The Giants need a quarterback. I told you, like, there was going to be a hell of a market. Detroit is looking for a quarterback here. Yeah, Dave, let me go back for you. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me. He's an 89 at 22 years old. So yeah, you're good. You are set. The Packers need a quarterback because they're stuck with Jordan Love. Whew. Carolina needs a quarterback. The Raiders could use a quarterback. The Rams could use a quarterback. We have our pick of the... We would be dumb to not trade our quarterback here. Because this is a market where we should be able to get pretty much anybody that we want in the league. The vast majority of teams. Is it a team? They need a quarterback, pretty much. So, what we're going to do is we're going to add Rudy and Mac Jones to the deal and see how interested teams are. Denver, shockingly, stays on the list. They're in green. Tampa stays on the list. Colts stay on the list. Dolphins stay on the list. Falcons stay. Football team stay. As long as it's green, we can get max value. Everyone will be interested. Not a guarantee. Not a guarantee. Niners, Giants, yeah, Giants, Lions, yep. It is shaping up that way, though. Packers, Panthers, Rams, the Raiders were interested, Saints, Steelers. Hello, Fox, yes. If I will get back to you at some point tonight, I promise. Okay, so everyone's interested. Which means, again, we get our pick of whoever. Let's be honest, we have to make the choice. It's Rudy or Jones. I think we're staying with Mac. I think we are. So, it's Rudy. Denver. Could be looking at Bradley Chubb, but he's 27. Simmons we don't need. I don't think Denver has what I need. Noah Fant. We already have a great tight end. We don't need Kyle Fuller or Von Miller. Denver's out. Unless we go for Jerry Jeudy. But he's only star development. So, I mean, they can offer Jerry Jeudy. That's about it.
Oh,
Patrick
good
Surtain.
for you!
I'm guessing. It might be scatted. Who's to say? No, are we talking the scat man, or are we talking the poo? Who's to say? So, I mean, Jeudy and Surtain, but we don't really need them as much. Tampa. I mean, trying to pull off a deal for Tristan Wirfs would be incredible. You know? I don't know if we'd have enough, but we do have the draft picks to probably pull it off. I like that option better than anybody on Denver already. Evans is too old. Marpet's too old. Brian Burns. could pull off that trade even though they just signed him. Vita Vea. I like Chris Godwin, but he's 27. We want to stay a little bit younger. Devin White, I don't necessarily need. I don't need a linebacker, but, I mean, geez. Well, then again, he and Hightower for like a season, and then he takes over for Hightower. Yeah, no doubt, like, Denver's out. Tampa's going to be tough to beat. They also have Antoine Winfield, but we don't need him. Tampa's going to be real tough to beat. What do the Colts have to offer? Quentin Nelson, but Wirfs is better and younger, or at least about the same. Buckner's too old. Darius Leonard's probably too old. Braden Smith, Jonathan Taylor, Thomas. Yeah, Colts are out. Dolphins are out just by default. I'm not trading that quarterback to a division rival. The Falcons.
Oh, good for you.
As great. Thank you for the follow as well. Ridley's 28, bit too old. Jones is 28. The one guy they have to offer is Kyle Pitts, who does have... Ooh, Pitts has an X factor.
Oh,
all right,
good
that makes
for
it interesting.
you.
And I'm guessing it's Dilla, might be Dilla. Who's to say? Quesadilla. Thank you for the follow. So Atlanta does have Pitts. So it's Wirfs, Burns, White on Tampa. Pitts on Atlanta. Football team, who do you have to offer? Terry McLaurin, though. Oh, Terry McLaurin, though. Jesse James, thank you for the follow. We could get a #1 receiver target. Whoo! Oh, that might be my favorite option right now. That might be. That is tough to turn down. They also have Chase Young, who we could also use. We need a defensive end. Fuller's a bit too old. Deron Payne's 26. Deron Payne's not bad either. Man, Washington.
Oh, good.
Washington's not bad. Cold shot as well. We got the follow bot, baby. They also got Antonio Gibson, but I don't think he has good development. Hey, he's okay. But we have Kareem Hunt now for the next 2 years. The Niners. Fred Warner. We don't, again, it's need him necessarily, but it would be like White on Tampa. Kittle's 29. Nick Bosa. Boy, this is ridiculous who we're looking at right now. Deebo Samuel's 27 already. The Giants. Saquon Barkley at 26. I'm not saying it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could get Saquon. Jackson's 27, a bit too old. Saquon's the one guy I think I'd really want off the Giants. Cold shot, what's going on, man? Thank you for the follow again. Lawrence isn't terrible. We have the Detroit Lions. Ragnow at 27, we have better options elsewhere. Hawkinson, we have better options elsewhere at tight end. I hate to say it for the Lions fans in the chat, they don't really have anybody I'd want. The Packers without Aaron Rodgers. Alexander is there. Again, corner is not an extreme need, but we get an upgrade on corner and move somebody else. Aaron Jones is 28. Kenny Clark at 27. Rashawn Gary. That's a tough call for Green Bay. Carolina, McCaffrey's 27. I mean, it's an option, as insane as that is. It's not impossible that we could get McCaffrey here because of the first-round picks that we have. Moton's a bit too old. DJ Moore. Moore does have superstar dev. Robbie Anderson's beautiful hair. Dante Jackson. Jeremy Chin. The Raiders wanted a quarterback. Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs could be an option. And then, of course, they signed Hardman. The Rams. Ramsey's too old. Cam Akers. Probably not. I don't think the Rams have anybody that I want. What about the Saints? Alvin Kamara's 28. Lattimore's 27. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Star Dev, not bad, but we have better options. Marcus Williams, Star Dev as well. Saints aren't bad, but I think we have better options elsewhere. Steelers. Lots 28 already. Could go for Minka, but I think, again, safety, we're fine. Juju at 26. I'd rather try to make a play for Terry McLaurin on Washington. Harris, I think, again, we'll roll out the Saints. I like how the Raiders got Devontae after he said he wanted to go there in real life for Carr. There you go. The Giants be interested in hunting picks. It could happen. We have left the Giants on the list. And then the last team is Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is a better option than Smith-Schuster. Okay. So again, the options. On the Bucks, you got Tristan at 24 and a 94 overall on a dirt cheap contract. The best right tackle in the league. They also have Brian Burns, who we tried to sign, and he rejected. Let's take inventory here one more time. Let's take inventory one more time here to figure out what we want to try to do here. Again, Brian Burns, also a position of need. Whereas, I mean, Devin White could be the replacement in the middle for Hightower after this upcoming season or whenever Hightower chooses to leave, because I'm probably going to keep him. We got Burns at a 92, and then White at an 89. Swizz, it's happening. Hope you're doing well. From the Falcons, Kyle Pitts, who, again, absolute monster. We know he's got the X factor. Burns didn't want to play for you, so don't let him suffer. That's true. Burns did. That is true. You know what? We'll take Burns off the list. We will let him suffer. He turned us down. From the Washington football team, Terry McLaurin. He doesn't have an X factor, but he is ungodly good. Jesus. And there's also Chase Young, who does have superstar dev. We'd go for him over Daron Payne, if possible. Yeah, because Payne... Yeah, we'd rather go for him. And then they had a running back that I'm not as interested in, Gibson. The 49ers have Fred Warner, which would be a better option than Devin White. So in terms of linebackers, I mean, there's no doubt that going after Fred Warner would be the best option. So we're going to rule out Devin White. And for Bosa, he's a better option than Young in terms of the defensive line. So Bosa right now, again, we have a great quarterback to give up in draft picks. I think we can get the deal done for a massive, massive piece. For the Giants, you got Saquon. Which, again, if we were to go for a running back, is who we would want. It was also Dexter Lawrence that we definitely rule out. I don't necessarily think that we need a running back, but I'm just saying he's there as we're taking inventory of the best players available that we can get. Again, right now we have a short-term option in Kareem Hunt for 2 years. Packers, you have Alexander, who, again, we don't necessarily need, but we acquire him, flip one of our corners, and then we get an improvement. The Panthers have McCaffrey. Again, I don't know for sure if I can make a push for McCaffrey, but if we were going to go for a running back, I mean, screw it. You might as well go for the best one. And they also had DJ Moore, but we had better receiver options. Running back as well on the Raiders, we had Jacobs. And then Minnesota, Jefferson is a 90 at 24. I like McLaurin more. So, right now, we get Tristan, we flip an O-lineman, and we have the best right tackle in the game. If we get Kyle Pitts from the Falcons, we immediately flip Jonnu Smith like we planned. We do not have a... So again, offensive line is okay, but we get a massive upgrade. Tight end situation is okay. We get a massive upgrade. We need a number 1 wide receiver. Terry McLaurin would be that. No doubt. We don't necessarily need a linebacker, but if Fred Warner becomes available, you go for him, don't you? We do need a defensive end in Joey Bosa. Or, excuse me, Nick Bosa. I'm so used to saying Joey Bosa's name at this point. So Bosa... he's a damn good option. But we also... Here's what we know. Here's what we know. Based off of this draft, right? Here's what we know. Jefferson does not have X Factor. He was superstar. What do we know about this draft board, ladies and gentlemen? What do we know? In terms of running backs, well, there aren't any, but we do have Kareem Hunt. So I think we can rule out Christian McCaffrey. What do we know about this wide receiver class? It is stacked. I think we can rule out Terry McLaurin. Tight end wise, again, we're still good, but Pitts is there. The O-line, couple of decent options in this draft. Our O-line's already set. Defensive end, I mean, we can't guarantee a Bosa, but we're pretty much set. Like, we can get somebody here. Linebacker-wise, there's a chance of finding the replacement if somebody slips. I think we can rule out Warner and Alexander as well, because we don't really need those positions. Why get someone to flip someone? Just get a position of need. So for me, it comes down to Tristan, Pitts, or Bosa. Who do we go to target first is the question. Again, we'll take a look at the 3 players one more time. For our offensive line, we have Wynn at 27. Onwenu is 25. Andrews is getting up there, as is Trent Brown and Isaiah Wynn. We're getting up there in age for the O-line. Tight end wise, again, we got Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith for 2 more years. It could be Pitts and Henry for 2 years. And then, of course, the defensive line, bottom line is we have a need. We have Winovich and Aiken, and Aiken's not quite good enough. The highest rated guy is Bosa. I don't know where I'm leaning on this. Again. Tristan is a superstar because you can't have an X Factor O lineman. Pitts is an X Factor tight end at 22 years old. Just an absolute monster. And then from the Niners, we could attempt to get Nick Bosa, who is an X Factor. I think it's got to be Nick Bosa. I think we got to go for Bosa first. I think we have to. So they do need a quarterback. Here's the thing, they also need a safety. And we're looking at shopping a safety as well. So this really works out. I think we move on. As much as I like him, Kyle Duggar is a year older and an overall point worse than Harrison. I rule Bosa over Young, because Young's only superstar. I want to get Jordan Spillman into a full-time spot, because he's superstar dev. So I think we add Kyle to this trade as well, and move one of the other safeties over on top of having Rudolph in this trade. And I don't think it'll take... Hopefully it won't take too much else. I'm going to safety net this just in case, because you never know, especially with the boost that we have on. This is going to go through. At least it should. How close are we without any draft picks? It's close. It's close. We'll go into our draft picks now. I'm going to offer a late second just to see how close we are. So we're getting up a depth safety we don't need, a depth quarterback who I can't believe is a depth quarterback, in a second. I think this will go through with a first. I think it'll go through with a first. Let's keep inching our way up in terms of value. At a corner. I'm tempted. We can look to address their top needs. I don't want to give up an O-lineman unless somehow they value Martin Sanders. Okay, they don't value Martin Sanders enough. It was worth a shot. They do need a linebacker. Just to double check that before giving up a corner. Herbie Joyner, same age as Uche, but worse. Is Herbie Joyner, who is a star-level linebacker, is that enough? As we get to enjoy the white screen of doom. How close are we? Probably not close enough. Again, the 3 asset limit obviously gets us a little bit. Greedy Williams. Is Greedy Williams enough? I cannot add Greedy Williams. Oh, it glitched out. Son of a bitch. Gotta love that glitch. Alright. Let's go back here. We might be able to work out this deal for Nick Bosa, as stupid as that is. Again, we are looking to build this team into a dynasty. We already won a goddamn Super Bowl in Season 2. We're sticking with it. Nick Bosa, who we thought was going to be our starter in Earl Rudolph. We will also add Kyle Duggar and Greedy Williams. That's not going to be enough. What if we also add... I don't really want to give up Greg Newsome, but I'm willing to do it because he'd be our 3rd option. We could always draft somebody. What if we also give up Greg Newsome? We can find a Newsome replacement in this draft, no doubt about it. Safety net it with a 4th. No, still not enough. It's going to take one of our first rounders. Okay, at least we know. At least we know. 32nd overall pick. It might just be a bit too much. 17th overall pick. We got it. It's going to be Rudolph, Kyle Duggar, and the 12th, I think. Rudolph, Duggar, and the 12th overall pick for Nick Bosa. Superstar X Factor Bosa. Rudolph has star development. We thought he'd be our starter, but Mac Jones won us the Super Bowl. Duggar has star dev. Is this going to go through for Nick Bosa? Oh, it's a cap situation? What? How would you be... Oh, that's bullshit. How would you be over the cap? Off of bonuses? You gotta be joking. That's ridiculous. Why can't they accept it? What? What are the contract situations here?
Oh, good!
I will see if I can take a player back. That might mean we have to give up the 8th. That should have just gone through on its own. You gotta be kidding. Is CJ Beathard enough? Still no. So it's gotta be someone who makes over $1 million. Hopefully this just doesn't throw the trade value too far out of whack, because I don't want to give up the 8th overall pick. Looking for our first player who's worth like $2 mil. Justin Hollins. It's got to be over $2 million. There's a chance this trade falls apart. Unfortunately. Traquan Smith. It's got to be someone making over $3 million. Laken Tomlinson. They can't do it. So we can either go after Chase Young on the football team or we go after Pitts or Wirfs. They can't do it. I don't know what. Like, they're taking back less cap than they have with Bosa. Tomlinson at $6 million wasn't enough. Can I take on Trent Williams? I have the money to do it. And now we're short on value. fuck. Yeah, I guess we could do Tomlinson and another player and see if that works. It's a fair shout. Not Trey Lance. Looking for a veteran that makes money. Tomlinson and Hollins, is that enough? It's not enough. Jesus, so it's over. It's a lot of fucking money they have tied up. Tomlinson and Jakiski Tart. Oh my god. So it's over. It's over $10 million because of the money. So we pretty much know what it's going to take. The question is it worth it for Bosa? It's going to take, for Bosa, it's going to take Rudy, Duggar, and the 12th for Bosa and dead cap is the best way to phrase it. The question is, what would the price be? I'm going to try my best. If the trade accidentally goes through, then hey, whatever. If we're looking at Pitts, we take Duggar out of the equation. Safety net this with draft picks just in case. There's no way this goes through. Kyle Pitts is significantly cheaper. We can get Kyle Pitts without giving up anybody else. Because they value quarterbacks so much. So we'd have to give up our quarterback, Duggar, and the 12th to get Bosa. We can get Kyle Pitts for dirt. Dirt. I might not even need to use... I could still probably go out and maybe get Wirfs or Bosa, for God's sakes. What's the deal for Tristan? What's the deal for Tristan look like? How much do they need a quarterback here now that Brady's gone? Did it glitch? Yeah, it glitched out again. Dump one of your high-paid tight ends. That's what we would do if we end up getting Pitts. Man, we're not even going to make a pick. I need to kind of gauge what it's going to be for Tristan. But we do know it's going to be dirt cheap for Kyle Pitts. Dirt cheap. And again, we already robbed Tampa of some of their picks. Tristan is viewed as quite valuable. Do we just take Kyle Pitts because of how cheap he is? We send Rudy to the NFC based off of, I think we got to go for Pitts, right? Like, Bosa's going to cost us the 12th. Wirfs is going to cost us extra assets. I think we have to go for Kyle Pitts just because of how cheap he is. We have to. And I'd rather go for Pitts than Chase Young because we have defensive ends in the draft, and Pitts is an X factor. Young isn't. Oh my God, we're going to be able to get Pitts plus. I don't have to give up anything. I'm going to be able to add to this deal. It's Rudolph for Pitts, a second and a fifth. What about just Pitts and a second? If I add a little bit more. So again, I can give up Rudolph, Duggar, and a 12th, and take on Bosa and dead cap. Or we get Kyle Pitts plus draft picks. We have to do the Pitts trade. We have to. And honestly, I can just give up very low draft picks to push this deal over the line. It'll be a 6th. It'll be Rudolph and a 6th, maybe a 6th and a 7th. To get Kyle Pitts in a second. I'm not worried about dumping salary right now either. Done deal. Rudolph has been traded, along with a 6th round pick for Kyle Pitts and a 2nd. We had no choice but to do that. Absolutely no choice. That is highway robbery. And clearly EA does not have Atlanta value one of the best prospects in the sport highly enough. I am so sorry to the Falcons fans that said, hey, please trade that quarterback to Atlanta. I don't think you imagined it being done under those circumstances, because that was horrible.